I haven't done anything for a really long time. Um, just in life in general. Um, the videos I used to record, and, it's been a couple months. Those videos were meant to keep me on track as like a sort of diary journal type thing. But since I have not that much to talk about, nothing really going for me. I never did anything. Um, I mean, same old, same old. I've tried to. I've put out applications, for jobs, for interviews and stuff, and I had one or two interviews, but that probably didn't go anywhere. Recently, I was given a gift card by my godfather that I haven't seen in a real long time, and I took it as a sign that I should, use that scrap of cash to try to improve myself. So I bought some art supplies and uh, how to teach yourself piano book. It's actually Piano for Dummies, a little 4-in-1 that also comes with a section of music theory. And I actually used to play the tuba in high school, but that was a while back now. I don't know. I just keep thinking about the past, and it's really holding me back. Yeah, I had a couple dreams, a little less than a week ago, where the way I described it to my friends was kind of gross, to be honest. But I was put into situations where only the most real manly man could thrive, or it was to test the positive qualities of I don't even know, because I've been thinking to myself, hey, if I were to be the greatest of all time, like the greatest person who ever lived, what would I actually have to do in order to earn that kind of respect from people? And then I had that dream where immediately the very first trial, I completely, like, I was an example to everybody else who was there, like, hey, don't do this. And it was gross. Really. Uh, yeah. So I'm not as good as I could be, and I think the main thing is just discipline, I guess. Cause I always say I want to do this, I want to do that, and then I never do. I've been talking about getting into shape since I was like 13 years old. So um, I've been talking about getting a job for like past year. I've been talking about learning piano for past year and a half. Uh, yeah, it's just I really, I really do feel like I could be somebody great, somebody who inspires other people, somebody who's not necessarily um, talented in anything that he does, but somebody who could be viewed as a great person, you know? In terms of not skill but capability. Like if I told you I was gonna do something, there's no doubt in anybody's mind that I am actually capable of doing it. You know, whether it be a threat or a promise. Not that I'm making epic decisions like that. It's just I want my words to have weight, which is something I probably said before in one of these recordings. I don't know, I'm just sort of in that void where I don't know, I just don't feel like doing much. And there's absolutely no outside force that's going to come in and change that. So it's really up to me in order to get that moving along. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and about half of them are like sort of topical-ish, well, topical to my life. Things like drawing videos and certain video games and stuff like that. And then the other half is like sort of documentary type videos, but not necessarily grand historical events. It's more like recent events that happen to have like a lot of detail and nuance to them. Like I forgot the full channel name, but it's like Frederick something, who does like overviews of very strange events. Like there was this one pair of brothers in like the 1960s probably, who basically just lived in their house for like 30-40 years, just them two together. They just wouldn't leave the house. They would hoard all their trash, and they would just not talk to anybody. And basically, when they finally died, they went in to like clean out the place, and there was just mountains and mountains and mountains of trash. Like, it was a multi-story building, and it was completely filled to the brim with trash, with very, very narrow passageways to move in and out of the heap of trash. There was like a bunch of grand pianos and like a fully assembled car in there somehow. Stacks of dictionaries and books and all sorts of things. I don't know, just weird stuff like that where it's not people who did anything famous, but it's sort of notable, weird, peculiar people. There's this one about like a schizophrenic programmer who built an entire operating system out of scratch, and he would like consistently like promote it on computer engineer forums and stuff, but had really weird religious overtones and It was like 64-bit, and it was just, wait, was it 64? I don't know. It was just really old and weird, and I don't know. There's just lots of info on that guy for some reason. So I've been watching stuff like that where just people going about their own business, but somebody decided, hey, what are you about? And then they found something really weird. I mean, I don't want to be weird, but I want to be memorable. Is it so wrong to like just want people to recognize you? Well, I guess, because I haven't done anything, but man, I keep saying eventually I'll be the greatest person ever, and alright, I just wanted to record this because I haven't recorded anything in a long time. So, it's the new year, might as well just, I'll tell you this much though. Um, on New Year's Eve, I felt this sort of energy, this sort of vibe, where the new year, 2019, is going to be strange, but not necessarily energetic. It's going to be the year of a lot of build-up. And then 2020 is where everything is going to go down. 2018 had like lots of weird shit, lots of people dying. 2019 is where people kind of like take a step back, build themselves up, and then put themselves out there. I'm really afraid that I'm gonna be one of those people that is kind of just running in place.